Dom, we've heard from Cliffy on how the dressing room is getting on from a manager's perspective. From a player and a senior captain perspective, how are the lads getting on ahead of Saturday?
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. Atmosphere's good. Obviously, we've put together some good results over the last 2 months. So yeah, it's one thing that obviously the manager's being keen on is like a togetherness, and the lads are really up for Saturday. And obviously, it showed over the last two games that we want to pick up results and hopefully take that into Saturday as well.
From a club point of view, it's pretty much a plum draw, but we are under no illusions at how difficult it is going to be. For the young lads in particular around the dressing room, just how important can a game like this be to them?
Yeah, obviously it's a big game for everybody at the club. It's going to be tough. Obviously, a new manager's gone into Boston and they have picked up over the last 4 games. I think the manager that's gone in there has done very well at whatever club he's been at, so it's going to be a tough game for us. But with regards to the young lads, I think they just need to enjoy it. Games, against higher opposition, there's an opportunity for them to test themselves, and if they have aspirations of playing higher up, and yeah, it's one that they should look forward to.
A lot of people won't know this, but you spent some time at Boston very early on in your career as a fresh-faced 18, 19-year-old. How do you look back on your time there, and how fondly did it go?
Yeah, it was different. Obviously, they were in Football League back then. Manager was Steve Evans, so it was a bit of a shock to my system, so to speak, at 18 to play for Steve Evans. But it was around some good people that I still speak to now, and ex-players that I played with down there, so it was a good experience for myself. But yeah, it's obviously a long time ago, and things have changed at the club now, new ground and things like that. Obviously, they slid out of the league, but yeah, it was a time in my career that I enjoyed.
You've been injured recently. You've come back, started the last 2 or 3 games and played very well. First of all, how are you holding up on that front, and anything you put that down to in particular?
Yeah, obviously my knee first game of the season, and then it were a bit disappointing because obviously, touch wood, I don't normally pick up injuries. I think I've been quite consistent since I've been here in playing over 40 games a season. So yeah, it was obviously tough to be out of the team, but yeah, injury-wise now I'm fine. I played the last 2 games, played 40 minutes in the previous couple of games, so yeah, I've not got no thoughts about that anymore. It's holding up well. I'm lucky in my job. Obviously, I can have access to gym and stuff like that. So yeah, I feel fine. I think it's just easier in my my work to be able to do extra and things like that. Whereas I'm quite fortunate in my job that I can have access to good facilities and good food and stuff like that, whereas other lads maybe doing different jobs, so it might impact them a bit more. But I feel fine, and I want to play as many games as I can this season again, and hopefully being back in the team last 2 games and doing well, and just try and keep my place now.
You've been around the game long enough, so you've probably been involved in these type of fixtures, probably both as an underdog and on the other side of the spectrum where you're going as favourites. How do you assess, you touched on it briefly, but how do you assess Saturday against Boston, and what do we have to do to go about causing that cup upset?
I think a lot of it's belief, sticking to management's game plan and how we're going to get a result. I think we've proved over the last few months that when we're on it, we can be a very good team, and we've got some good players, and we've got some good young players as well. I think Luther's done well the last couple of games. Obviously, we've got Starkey that's done well since the start of the season. But we just need to be on our game. Obviously, we are playing a team in the league above, who have obviously got some good players. Played against a few of them, so they will be a decent opposition. But we just need to believe in ourselves, and there's no point in going into games that you're not going to pick something up and hold on for maybe a draw or whatever. We've got a lot of quality in our squad and a lot of experience as well. A lot of lads that have played at a high level, so there's no reason why we shouldn't go into Saturday's game confident, especially how we've started the season. So yeah, we just need to do what we've been doing, stick to his game plan, and hopefully we'll get a positive result on Saturday.